Alright guys, just wrapped up another 2021 GMC 1500 AT4. This one's got the 6.2 in it. This one came to us from out of Georgia. We got the BDS 2.5-inch lift. Now we have adjusted this lift up slightly due to the negative offset of these wheels to add some additional tire clearance. Now the way these kits come, we typically always have to adjust the front up about 1/2 inch anyways. They sit a little bit low in the front, but we ended up going another 1/2 inch in the front, and then we matched the rear with a 1/2 inch of additional lift to set this thing at a level 3 inches. That's on top of the AT4 factory ride height, of course. So that would be on a non-AT4 roughly 5 inches. We've got the 22x10 -13 offset Fuel Rebel. This is the gunmetal finish. We did the Nitto Ridge grapplers in a 295 55-22. That's equivalent to a 35x12. Now this is a very tight clearance setup. We do have to do some modifications. As you can see, we've got the rough country mud flap delete, which opens up this area through here and all this area through here for additional tire clearance. We do have to clearance the inside of your felt liner in here. We also have to move the bumper forward 3/4 of an inch, which on these trucks it's really hard to tell that that's been done. And with all that done, of course we also had to trim the valence as well. The lower valence was already removed on this one when it came in, so we just have to trim the first section here. But with that done, we do not have any rubbing with the setup. Now obviously if you wanted to avoid a lot of that trimming, you could go with positive offset like a 0 or +20 or something like that, and wouldn't have to do that trimming to get this size tire to clear. You can even go straight to just a 35-12-50. And this is the Elite version, so that's going to be their full 2.5 series coilover. You can see here. And it does have the resi option, and you've got your low speed and high speed adjustments here to be able to adjust your valving to your ride preference. Really nice setup. And as you can see, even with it adjusted it up that extra inch, we've still got really good angles. So if you're looking for something that's not quite as high as what they sell it for the 4-inch as the AT4 or the 6-inch for the non-AT4, it can be adjusted in between those settings. And see if I can get you in here and you see the threaded collar there. So there's actually a lot more adjustment left. They use the same one for both the 2.5, 4, and 6. And that's the full 2.5 AT4 kit. I'm not referring to the leveling style. That's a totally different setup. As you can see, this truck's got a really nice stance to it. With the GMCs, it's always a challenge to run wide wheels and not have them rub. I think this setup pulled it off very nicely. You'll also notice that this kit does come with new outer tie rods. It's got your full skid plate, and then 2 more that connect your front and rear cross members. This truck does set perfectly level as it is. Now, there are always some variations when you're adjusting these coilovers, so sometimes it may take 1 or 2 tries to get the exact height that you're going for, especially if you're altering the rear height. And again, we added an additional 1/2 inch to the rear of the 2.5-inch kit. Now with the Elite system, you have the option of doing the Elite in the rear or just the Fox 2.0. We always like to match it with the Elite in the rear just because it looks so cool with it being all mounted outboard the frame rail. You actually run the line between the bed and the frame. We always clean off the wax coating that's through here and just paint all that. Otherwise you end up with handprints all over trying to assemble it. And then again, you've got your adjustments here for your high speed and low speed valving. Try to get you a little closer here. As you can see, we've got the factory 3-inch BDS block, and then we've got the leaf spring shims. They're 1/4 inch thick. You can stack them 4 high. They bolt directly to the leaf spring pack with the center tie bolt. So these are not just stacked on top of the block, they're actually become part of the leaf spring pack. And you've got your bolt stop extensions there as well. And again, some of the 2.5 resis come with an additional sticker on the body, and some of them don't. I haven't seen a rhyme or reason of why they do that. I definitely prefer them when they have the sticker on the body as well. So if you're listening, Fox, take note of that. It looks way cooler. And you can see what I'm talking about. With the rear resi mounted outboard, it just gives it that extra pop and that flare. Not to mention that it makes for really easy adjustments. And then the one in the front fender is equally as attractive. And when you want to make your adjustments, you can just reach in and do that. Sometimes the adjustments are a little harder to get to. On this truck, both the front and the rear are super simple to get to. Alright guys, that's going to be it on this one. If you have any questions about this setup, leave them in the comments. Keep in mind we not only install all of these for people all over the US, we also ship them all over the US. So if you want to quote, give us a call, shoot us an email. Make sure you like, subscribe to the video, and stay tuned for more.